Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. Today I want to talk to you about something that a lot of people ask me about. They may not be ready to downsize yet, but they want to know how can they start preparing. So I have something in my book I call Downsizing by Decluttering. So it's that first big step that you can take towards living with less and also preparing your home for maybe an eventual move. So if you're thinking about downsizing, but you're not quite ready to take that big step yet, you know that you want to start living a simpler life with less, but you're not ready to sell that big house yet. So that there's a way that you can actually take the big first step and towards accomplishing that goal of living with less, and that's downsizing by decluttering. You can start making the move, so to speak, by going through those closets, the drawers, the boxes in your basement, your attic, your garage, and making decisions now about what to give away, what to sell, what to donate, and what to dispose of. And also you can start making decisions and making sense of all of the things that you don't use, you don't want, you don't need anymore, so that when you are ready to ultimately downsize, then you'll be more prepared. So if you are ready to move to a smaller home, much of the hard work is already done if you downsize by decluttering. And not only that, when you declutter your home now, you actually begin to reap the benefits of downsizing, and it contributes to a higher quality of life. It's a simpler life. So you'll start to discover that you have more time for things that matter to you, without having to organize or manage or clean all of that stuff that you now have. You'll have less of it to do, and you have more time for experiences or just feeling your life differently. And you'll also start to realize you have more freedom. You have more mobility, more flexibility. I also like to say you have less responsibility. So your life becomes more agile. So you have the ability then to be more spontaneous, take that unexpected trip or unexpected surprise weekend adventure. Living with less opens up the door for new adventures and new possibilities. The other thing that downsizing and decluttering does for you is it gives you more peace of mind because you have less stress. So owning less helps you prioritize your own life. So bringing only into your home what you need and what you want, things that will contribute to your own happiness, and everything else is kind of gone. So what I find interesting is when you downsize by decluttering, you start to live into some new habits that you might have developed along the way. So number one, you don't buy as much. So you kind of start to say, well, why would I sabotage my own efforts when, I'm paring down, I'm not scaling up, because you're learning to live with less and actually enjoy it. So you don't buy as much. A second new habit that just seems to develop over a period of time is that you start paying attention to how much you already have. So you suddenly start to see those duplicates, the triplicates, the clothes that you never wear, or the clothes that don't fit, and you just know you're not going to fit into them, so you just go ahead and get rid of them. Another thing is you find yourself questioning want versus need. Recently, I found myself, in a store. I rarely shop, but I did need a pair of shoes. So I found a pair of shoes. I was going to buy that pair of shoes. Then I saw a second pair of shoes. And I found myself saying, do I really need those or do I want them? And I ended up not getting the second pair. I did get the first pair. But anyway, those are the kind of things you just start asking yourself if you need it or want it. And another, you develop the habit of using what you already have. My mom used to have an old-fashioned expression making do. And I used to kind of laugh at that expression, thinking, that was kind of one of those wartime mentalities. But I find myself now, I actually love making do. And I think maybe COVID inspired that even more, not just in myself, but in many people. You go to your cupboard and you find things and you make do, and you can make dinner with things that are in your pantry, your freezer, your refrigerator. So you might be surprised at, number one, how creative you can become, and number two, how much money you can save. And another thing that downsizing by decluttering does is you find yourself editing on a regular basis. So, looking in your closet, you start asking yourself questions like, when was the last time I wore that? And when I wore it, how did I feel? And if I didn't feel great in it, why is it even in my closet anymore? So those are the simple little habits that just develop by decluttering on a regular basis, with maybe the ultimate goal of downsizing or not. But just by decluttering on a regular basis, you develop these really powerful habits that I think will help you live a high quality of life. So, and the funny thing is about downsizing by decluttering, you can start today. So even if you're not quite ready to leave your big house, you can start by removing some of the many possessions that you might have accumulated over all of these years. And downsizing by decluttering helps you, gives you a sense of what it would be like if you lived with less. And from my experience, most people just say, Rita, why didn't I do this sooner? I know for myself, I've said that, and of course, now I've been downsized for a little over 4 years, and it does change your life. So if you want to know more, check out my website. We have over 450 blogs, many of which are on downsizing, decluttering, how to do all of that, and also, of course, design, because that is my field. And also, if you need help with downsizing and decluttering, check out my newest online course. It's called How to Downsize and Declutter for Boomers. Find freedom in living with less. You can go to my website, www.designservicesltd.com, and just click on lifestyle design, and you'll find that. And I'd love to hear from you, because people that have taken the course so far, and literally we just launched it over a week ago, and we have many, many people taking this course, and already they're commenting about it has made a difference. It has inspired them to get started, and then the course, as you go through it, it will inspire you to continue on the journey until you've actually accomplished your goal. So again, I really enjoy helping people with their downsizing and decluttering. So comment below, let me know if there's anything else that I can help you with, and I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. Take care.